Good evening. This is All Sports with LD coming back at you with another YouTube post from my YouTube channel. Before I get into tonight's content, please like, share, subscribe, and comment. So let's do it. When I first heard about these emails that were released of Jon Gruden, where he used racist, misogynistic, and homophobic language, from 2011, as I understand, when he was working for ESPN. And in my opinion, I don't care. And here's why. Don't understand why this was kept quiet for 10 years. All of a sudden, it gets released through this investigation. Now, obviously, the NFL knew of this type of language. And the NFL didn't reprimand him. But now, 10 years later, they want to fire him from his job. And to me, this is a farce. Because out of the 650,000 emails, only his emails get released. Now, I can bet that his name is not the only name of those 650,000 emails that use the same type of language. So it got me to thinking, did someone have an axe to grind with Jon Gruden? Or is this an attempt by the NFL to clean up his image? To say to the public they have zero tolerance for racist, misogynistic, and homophobic language. And this stands to reason that it's nothing more than a farce. Because if as a business you're going to have a zero tolerance on racist, misogynistic, and homophobic language, then you would release to the public all 650,000 emails and not single out one individual. And this is why this is a farce. Because again, out of 650,000 emails, his name is the only one that's exposed as using this type of language. I'm not buying it. It leads me to believe in my mind that the NFL picked Jon Gruden to be the sacrificial lamb so they can so-called clean up their image. But this doesn't go far enough. I, like all the other players in the NFL, release all of the 650,000 emails. Let's have a fair assessment of the language that was used. And I'm pretty sure he's not the only person that used that language. Maybe there's some people in upper management that they would like to shield from the embarrassment. I have no doubt that's probably what this is all about. And maybe Gruden is on the outer circle and not someone in the inner circle. So, to me, I'm very interested how this lawsuit will progress. Because the one thing I would like to see come out of this lawsuit is the release of the 650,000 emails. I want to see whose names are in the emails using racist, misogynistic, and homophobic language, because John Gruden isn't the only one. I want to know, who are all the other people using this language? And this also looks bad for the NFL, because what this says is that you still have people that are probably upper management, perhaps coaches, perhaps assistant coaches. They all believe and use racist, misogynistic, and homophobic language. This shows you that the NFL hasn't cleaned up its garbage. And they're trying to make John Gruden seem as the only one who's used this type of language. I don't buy it. I don't buy it at all. And one has to wonder why the 650,000 emails have not been released. What are they hiding? I think it's pretty clear. There are bigger names involved in this thing here. And I think the NFL is using whatever power they can use to protect those other individuals that believe and have used this language. I have no doubt of it. I'm not saying it's right that John Gruden used this language, but if we want to be fair, if you're not going to reprimand the other people involved, John Gruden gets to keep his job as the Las Vegas Raiders coach. It's fair, right? If we're going to protect all those other people that were involved, because you can't tell me out of 650,000 emails, he's the only one using this language? I don't buy that. And I wasn't born yesterday. So again, I'm not saying it's right that he used the language, but fair is fair. The man should have kept his job if they were not going to release the 650,000 emails, which would have showed the other people using the very same language. And this shows the NFL is not interested in justice. The NFL is interested in saving its image. This is why they are protecting others, more than likely upper management, that would be exposed if all of those 650,000 emails were released. I'm quite sure there's probably some names on there that are probably upper management, big wigs in the NFL. And John Gruden gets to he's the fall guy. So I'll be interested to see how this plays out. So for now, that's what I have. Have a good evening.